Banks's Stadium, where it is fourth time lucky for this FA Women's Super League tie between Aston Villa and Arsenal. The game postponed once before because Arsenal players were self-isolating. At the second attempt at the end of January, there was a waterlogged pitch, and most recently, on the 14th of February, postponed again due to a frozen pitch. But the conditions are much milder and much more conducive to a game of football this afternoon. A first ever league meeting between newly promoted Aston Villa and the vastly more experienced Arsenal side. It's an Aston Villa team who will come into this match in reasonable confidence. Their last game, a first WSL home win for them, a 1-0 victory here against Tottenham. As for Arsenal, well, their last two games, a real blow to any lasting hopes they had of winning the title this season. A loss against Manchester City, and then most recently for them, a 3-0 defeat away against Chelsea. The Aston Villa team just doing a few last-minute warm-ups as the two captains come across to speak to the referee this afternoon, Lisa Benn. Marissa Evers is the captain for the home side, and Jordan Nobbs back in the side for Arsenal and wearing the captain's armband for the Gunners as well. One change as far as Aston Villa are concerned for this one from that win here against Tottenham. Sees a start for Chloe Arthur. As for Arsenal, a couple of changes for them. Jem Beattie returns in defence, and Jordan Nobbs also back in the starting 11, and the captain for the visitors here this afternoon. A first ever league meeting between these two sides. It's taken a while, but we are eventually going to watch Aston Villa versus Arsenal. The first whistle, the indication for the players if they choose to take the knee. It's Aston Villa against Arsenal in the Women's Super League, in the glorious sunshine of Banks's Stadium. And it's quickly pulled out to the right wing. Then on the right-hand side of midfield, say fantastic conditions now. I think spring has officially sprung, which is good news in terms of the games that now need to be played. McCabe's ball forward for Arsenal, the interception by Aston Villa. Iwabuchi, who has proved to be quite an important addition to this Aston Villa side since the Japanese international arrived. With Moritz on Arsenal's right-hand side. Chance for an early cross, straight into the gloves of Lisa Weiss in the Aston Villa goal. I imagine the Villa keeper might expect to be fairly busy this afternoon. Long from Weiss. Iwabuchi will get there. Still with Iwabuchi, but can't continue a run. Able to find an opportunity for Larsson. Larsson's shot blocked back into midfield. Ball won't go as far as the halfway line before the referee will blow her whistle. A free kick awarded to Arsenal. Volti, I thought she might choose to take it, but leaves it for McCabe just behind her. given to Jem Beattie. Now Williamson releasing the ball on the halfway line. Run from Moritz, turned back to Williamson. And then a first touch for Lydia Williams in the Arsenal goal. Forward again by Beattie, kept in play by Nobbs. And McCabe back to Beattie again, one of several players who've been off on international duty recently, of course. This Women's Super League fixture, a sort of extra one that has been fitted in to allow for these extra games to be played. Williamson high up the pitch. On the right, Beth Mead with a touch. Go out for a throw-in for the home side for Hutton to take. It's the first ever league meeting between these two sides, but they did meet in the FA Cup back in 2006. A 3-0 win for Arsenal on that occasion. Goals from Julie Fleeting, Leanne Sanderson and Kira Grant. Of course, Aston Villa having been promoted to the Women's Super League this season, playing Arsenal in the league for the first time. Ward with Ale, surrounded by Arsenal players, and helped by Endow. Throw back to Beattie. Larson, the player, bearing down on the Scottish international. Williams out of her box. Williamson, long from her. Straight into the gloves of Weiss. From a Lyon player, Champions League winner in the Aston Villa goal. Miedemar. De Van der Donk. Pass out to Arsenal's left, intercepted by Ale. Arsenal quick to win it back, just drops behind McCabe. Forward though to Mead. Mead inside the 18-yard box. Maybe she'll go for the shot herself. Goes for an effort at the near post. Weiss with her leg takes it out of play for the first corner of the afternoon with 5 minutes on the clock. Corner taken short, finds McCabe. Back with McCabe again. McCabe with a ball in, just away from the stretching Miedemar, who I think just had to stretch her head backwards to try and make contact on that cross. The Villa player is down. Referee just coming across to check on the player, who's quickly back to her feet. You can hear the shouting from the sidelines, quite possibly, here at Banks's Stadium. Free kick for Aston Villa. Comes into Volti in midfield for Arsenal. Arsenal trying to play it through the Villa players. Forward to Miedemar, still inside our own half, looking for the run of Moritz, but the interception will take it out for a quickly taken throw-in. Van der Donk. Beattie forwards. McCabe in field. Arsenal now with a chance from the edge of the D. It took a deflection. The Jill Rord's effort that took any of the sting out of it, as it was picked up by Lisa Weiss. Rord with 7 goals in this Women's Super League season, but back-to-back hat-tricks, accounting for 6 of those. Maybe the best opportunity so far in this game. Knocks quickly into McCabe. A run for Arsenal that finds Nobbs again, and a ball into the box, cleared away by Chloe Arthur. I think the flag may have been raised. Certainly the indication from the referee was that there was an offside in that build-up from Arsenal, because it's back at the boots of the Aston Villa goalkeeper. Ball it's headed by Ale, will drop back into midfield. This could be a chance for Mead on a run. Mead spreads the ball out to Moritz on the right wing. Volti just behind Miedemar. Van der Donk's up there as well. Villa players back in numbers inside their own 18-yard box. They will be so aware of the threat that this Arsenal side pose. With Williamson taken away from Miedemar, and Dow on a run. Ball up to Iwabuchi, clever back heel from her. Could be a chance to play in Larson. Well, that was a promising spell of play from Aston Villa going forwards. Cleared to halfway, coming off heads at the moment. Dropping to the boots of Rords. With Nobbs on the halfway line. Played 45 minutes, Jordan Nobbs, of the 6-0 win against Northern Ireland for England. That friendly. Here it's with Mead. Mead shot just wide of the target. Beth Mead also part of that most recent England side. Had initially not been selected, but then brought in with Frank Kirby injured, but didn't play in the win against Northern Ireland. Other players have been off on international duty as well. Miedemar among them. It's Rasante trying to stop Miedemar. I think Miedemar might have got the last touch. I think the referee, though, awarding another corner to Arsenal. So Miedemar just doing enough to take that out off Asante. Short corner out to McCabe. Stopped by Hansen. Volti was just being squeezed there. Has the ball back. Van der Donk. Putting on the pressure again, Arsenal. It's a ball that I think Ale wondered if it might drop out for a goal kick. Had to be aware of an Arsenal player to her left-hand side. McCabe eventually with the cross-come shots that takes an Aston Villa touch on its way into the gloves of the home keeper. 12 minutes played, goalless at the moment. Back to Beattie. Williamson looking forward. Pass out in the end. Arsenal currently 9 points behind third-placed Manchester United. 2 games in hand, though, for Joe Montemuro's side. This game, one of those. Aston Villa, 4 points above bottom of the table, Bristol City. But also have 2 games in hand, so the point's important for both sides. Certainly Arsenal now looking at securing a Champions League spot rather than winning the Super League this season. With Volti. And being chased by Beattie, will go out of play. She will leave it for Volti to take the throw. Williamson stretching forward, spins off the head of Hansen, back out to Van der Donk. Moritz doesn't get the cross in, Van der Donk does. Miedema with Ndao at her back. Almost ducked as that cross came in. Ball out for an Arsenal throw. Miedema managing to get the ball around the Villa player closest to her, but Asante is there to clear. Of course, Anita Asante, a former Arsenal player, rather successful in an Arsenal shirt during her time with the club. And now very experienced part of this more inexperienced Aston Villa side. Another corner for Arsenal to take. 15 minutes into the game, it's dropped in and lifted wide of the target. Lots of these players have been off on international duty. Just reading Joe Montemuro, the Arsenal head coach, talking about how important it is for the players' mental health almost to just have a different environment that they're working in. Also, he suggested maybe it helped that they weren't seeing his, quote, ugly face day in and day out. But also has been talking about the challenges of the players returning from international duty and, of course, all the current protocols that have to take place in terms of the players being tested to make sure that they are safe to return to their club duties after being off playing with their countries. So that, one of the newer challenges faced by managers and coaches at the moment, allowing their players to go off and play for their countries, but also in the knowledge that they have to ensure that they are safe and healthy in order to return to league action as well. Player down for Arsenal, it's Beth Mead who's getting back to her feet. I think just picking up a bit of a knock, but quickly back to her feet. Beth Mead, Arsenal with the ball in midfield. Miedema. One back by Arthur. El with the pass forwards. A long ball looking for the run of Larson. Williams out of her goal to collect, forward to vault it. Haig gets her head to it, holds off Moritz. Comes to Arthur, quickly away by Villa, but McCabe is there. Now back to McCabe from Miedema. Van der Donk. Back with Van der Donk again. Iwabuchi on the shoulder of Volti. Infield to Mead. Mead pokes it to Rords. Back with Mead again, who's more square on the Villa goal. Finds McCabe and then a pass back to Mead again. Arsenal now inside the Villa penalty area. Pressure slowly building here. Will they manage to test the Aston Villa goalkeeper? Well, not in that passage of play, but trying to win the ball back again. That goes out of Mana Iwabuchi, well known to many of these Arsenal players. Played with several of them at Bayern Munich. Joe Montemuro also saying he looked at signing her for Arsenal, the Japanese international World Cup winner. Ball back into the sunshine from the shades. Need to roar. Villa defence again doing well. Finds Van der Donk. Might she go for a shot from distance? Plays it short instead. Loose ball spins to McCabe from Rords. McCabe. Jordan Nobbs in front of her. And Dow will take it out for another Arsenal throw-in. Maybe Van der Donk from here. The shot blocked at close range. Comes back to Williamson. Laid off for Rord by Miedema. And Mead out to Moritz. The low cross gets a Villa block. Another corner for Arsenal. Aston Villa certainly doing most of the defending in the early stages of this game. 20 minutes played, another corner for Arsenal to take. But I think they will be fairly pleased with how they've dealt with the Arsenal threat so far here at Banks' Stadium. Chance, though, for Arsenal from a set piece. Another short corner. Ball eventually into the box. Headed clearance. Arsenal, well, passing the ball and, well, managing to just about keep it in as it comes back through midfield. Volti looks up, it's headed down. This looks as if it was going to be laid off, but Anita Sante quickly there, gives it to Iwabuchi. Of course, plenty of work still for her to do, deep inside her own half. Finds Ale just behind her, into Arsenal territory. Comes back in field to Van der Donk. And eventually the ball will drop out of play. Well, Arsenal's form in 2021 hasn't been great, but admittedly, they haven't played that many games since the turn of the year. 4 postponements since the new year, but yet to win a match in 2021. A draw and 2 defeats so far, so those defeats against Manchester City and Chelsea, a draw against Reading. Their games played so far in 2021. Won by Arthur. Arthur sees the run of Larsson. Could this be a chance for Aston Villa? Leah Williamson just shouldering Larsson out of the Arsenal 18-yard box. Comes in field to Hansen. Now it's Evers forwards. That was a rare foray for Aston Villa into the Arsenal penalty area. Halfway through the first half here at Banks' Stadium, goalless at the moment between Aston Villa and Arsenal. It's December that you have to go back to for Arsenal's last win, a 4-0 victory against Everton. McCabe. Volti up to Moritz, up to the run of Mead. And shepherded out of play for a goal kick. This is Aston Villa side. Gemma Davis, the young coach, but Marcus Bignot brought in by Aston Villa last month as an interim manager. Of course, a more experienced coach, previously in charge of a Birmingham side in women's football. Brought in as a mentor for Gemma Davis. Knox, low ball in from the wing from her. Takes Arsenal, an Aston Villa rather, deflection, and then Anita Asante there to take the ball out of play. Does look like lovely conditions there at Banks' Stadium. Sun shining down on this pitch. McCabe in field, sliding in was Iwabuchi. She tried to win the ball back. She almost lost her footing there, in fact, and I think the referee decided that there was a little nibble on the Japanese international as she was running away. Did wonder if she might just kind of regain her balance and just keep running there. Mana Iwabuchi, the referee, though, blows her whistle to give Aston Villa a free kick. Aston Villa winning the Women's Championship last season, unbeaten, in fact, winning 13 of the 14 games that they played as they were promoted to the Women's Super League. Ball with Hansen, promising cross from her, just dropped over the head of Larsson, who maybe just slightly mistimed her leap to try and get her head onto that. Arsenal trying to get it out of their own half. And the referee feels that that was a challenge that was a foul. Free kick awarded to the visitors deep inside their own half. Heading up towards the half-hour mark. Goalless at the moment. Neither keeper really tested so far in this game. Comes in field to Volti. El with the ball away. Now with McCabe, quick pass to her from Nobbs. They're trying to do that a lot down Arsenal's left-hand side. Throw in left for McCabe. Villa getting the ball away to Iwabuchi. Volti, though, quickly wins it back for Arsenal. McCabe turns it back to Beattie, and then a pass to Williamson in the Arsenal defence, and now a long ball forward from the Arsenal defender. And Nobbs will take it out off Ale, winning a corner as a consequence. A few of the available substitutes just warming up on the touchline in the sunshine here at Banks's Stadium. Corners gradually adding up for Arsenal. This one into the 6-yard box. It was spun dangerously. And Dow with the ball back to midfield. I suppose you could say it's been patient play from Arsenal so far, or you could be impressed with what Aston Villa are doing to stop any threat that they pose. Certainly, I've not mentioned Miedema too often in the first 30 minutes or so of this game. Player who's already scored 12 Super League goals this season. Ball here now with Nobbs. Nobbs steps away from any marker that she has, but Anita Asante cuts across Miedema. Now it might be Larson. You're in is the shout from the touchline. Larson, though, halting in her run. Now running at BT again. Larson for Aston Villa almost has to square it to herself, Stina Larson, and that allows Arsenal to take the ball away. I do wonder if maybe Larson could have done with a little bit more support in attack there. Almost was passing the ball to herself there, the Aston Villa number 9. McCabe chooses to give the ball back to Beattie. Now a little closer to the Villa goal again. Ball with McCabe. And Dow at her back. A little push on the Arsenal player by the Aston Villa defender. And that will mean a free kick for Joe Montemuro's side. 15 minutes of the first half to be played. Goalless at the moment, but maybe a chance for Arsenal to get the first goal in this game from a free kick. Several players standing behind it. Conversation between Katie McCabe, Jill Roord there as well. It's being left to Beth Mead or McCabe. Referee blows her whistle. It's Beth Mead. It curls over the wall, but high over the crossbar as well. Be a goal kick for the home side. They have been on the wrong end of a few heavy score lines back in January. Aston Villa losing 7-0 away at Manchester City, also beaten here by Chelsea by 4-0. But most recently keeping a clean sheet in that victory against Tottenham on the 6th of February, when they were last able to play a Women's Super League game. Had hoped to play Birmingham after that, but the match between the two rivals called off at very late notice due to a frozen pitch. Very close to kick-off, in fact, in that match. Look at the sunshine out there now. It does seem an awfully long time ago, doesn't it, that the snow was falling across the country. There's freezing conditions. Very quickly, though, things have changed. But now it will be up to the Women's Super League to make sure all these fixtures are able to be played. Asante standing behind this free kick for the home side. Just over 10 minutes of the first half left to play. And Dow sees Aile's pass forwards collected by Arsenal. Pumped forwards. Control by Jordan Nobbs. It just almost stopped just in front of her from that control from her chest. Ball back to McCabe from Miedemar, pulled into the 6-yard box. Comes back to Nobbs. Nobbs short to Vanderdonk. Again, Aston Villa able to just take the ball away and back into the Arsenal half. Well, Arsenal have scored 40 goals so far this season in comparison to the 11 that Aston Villa have scored. Arsenal conceding only 14 in comparison to Aston Villa's 30 that they've conceded, including, as I mentioned, that 7-0 defeat away at Manchester City. But goalless at the moment in this Women's Super League tie. Vanderdonk cutting in from the right-hand side. Volti now. Little back heel from Miedemar, finds McCabe. McCabe gives the ball back to Miedemar. Maybe this might be a chance from Rord. Straight at Weiss, who drops down to her right-hand side. I think the best chances so far of this match have dropped to Jill Rord in an Arsenal shirt. But still, no goals scored by either side. Out to Moritz. Me trying to get the cross in. Maybe they'll pull it square. Forward to Miedemar, and out on her shoulder. Comes back out to the right wing. Williamson, low ball in from her. Again, Villa can take the ball away. A real line of claret and blue. But Arsenal are trying to get through at the moment. Solid defending from the home side. But they're at the other end, kind of leaving Larsson rather on her own up front, as was demonstrated when she actually got herself into the Arsenal 18-yard box, having to largely do all the work herself. Ball here with Mead. Nobbs at close range. Mead's effort comes away off and down in front of her goalkeeper. Out to Nobbs. No, Nobbs' low cross will be collected by Lisa Weiss at a near post. 9 minutes to go before half-time. Goalless at the moment in this match. Miedemar. Williamson. Onto the chest of Ale and then away from the Aston Villa defender. Volti forward. He just stepped out of the way of that, I think, allowing it to drop to Miedemar. I thought Villa might have won it back, but McCabe in midfield. This could be a chance for Roars. McCabe has continued her run. She was standing just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Comes to Van der Donk. Van der Donk with a square pass. This could be a chance from the edge of the 18-yard box. Now it has to be punched away by Weiss. Square ball. Strike towards the Aston Villa goal. Fingertips of Weiss to turn it away for another corner for Arsenal. Well, they've been taking short corners, Arsenal, a lot of the times when they've had this set piece to take. It looks as if this one, though, will be launched long. And the corner is eventually taken, finds the head. I think Miedemar was the player who was there to make contact with her head, and Aston Villa with a clearance at the near post comes back into the Aston Villa penalty area. More and more pressure for Aston Villa to deal with. Another cross in, spins off Miedemar, straight at Weiss. She's getting closer, isn't she, Miedemar? Aston Villa are getting closer. Here is Williamson. Volti to Knops. Now with Van der Donk, it's a high ball. I think it will bypass all of the Arsenal players who are in front of her, and so Ale can watch it drop out of play for a goal kick. I think Lisa Weiss has had a bit more to do in the last few minutes. Certainly the Aston Villa goalkeeper and her defence continuing to stop this Arsenal threat. Five minutes before half-time. Another pass that Arsenal play that instead finds Ale for Villa. Square to Beattie. Miedemar. But it's up to Mead. Maritza to continue to run. Asante comes across. Hooks it out for an Arsenal throw-in. Keen to take it quickly. But eventually left for Maritz. Low from her to Mead. I think Natalie Haig felt that that didn't go out off her. The referee's assistant, though, felt it did off a touch from Beth Mead, who will now leave this corner for Katie McCabe to take. 2 arms raised from her. Heading towards half-time here at Banks's Stadium. Another corner for Arsenal. McCabe into the 18-yard box, and I think Vice may well have got a glove to that to push it away. Another corner, this one taken short and quickly. Elle takes it out. Arsenal will throw it back onto the pitch. Now with Rawdon back to Beattie. Most of the players, as they have been for large parts of this first half, inside the Aston Villa half of the pitch. This could be ball that finds Beattie, poked but collected by Ale. Iwabuchi deep inside her own half. It's the pass to Asante. Now, Villa with a rare push forward for them. Ale up the pitch finds Arthur. Arthur with a cross from the right-hand side, and well, Lydia Williams collecting the ball in the Arsenal goal. Not too busy so far in this game. I don't expect we'll have a great deal of injury time at the end of this first half. We're not far away from the half-time whistle being blown by Lisa Benn, the referee. Will the two sides go in with this goalless? Miedema to Raw, might come back to Mead. Beth Mead's shots dealt with by the Aston Villa defence again, and now it's with Iwabuchi. Iwabuchi rolls the ball up, hoping to find Larson. Beattie, though, there instead for the visitors. Vanderdonk sees the run of Williamson. Williamson low, and Rord can't control the pass into the gloves of Lisa Weiss. Heading to half-time here at Banks's Stadium. I wouldn't be surprised if the whistle goes as this ball is lifted into the sky by Lisa Weiss. And it has been largely an attacking first half from Arsenal, but solid defending from Aston Villa so far here at Banks's Stadium means that at half-time it is Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 0.